assignments. So you have assignment A, it's all about collecting and organizing. Assignment B is all about representing, organizing and represent, collecting, organizing, representing, sorry, in assignment E. So there's 3 in assignment E. Okay, so let me just code that there. What I'm going to do, just go just put this there, and that's basically assignment E. So you can get a feel of how the course is structured. So all these things could not be possible face to face. Okay, but you can take advantage of certain things that you can do online. So the collecting, organizing, and representing in assignment A. Okay, and then we're just completing now numerical analysis, that is assignment B. Okay, assignment B, numerical analysis. There are still some questions. As you can see, I posting questions on the chat. Some person want to stay anonymous, so I just forwarding it and get your opinions as the whole idea. And then we're moving off to make informed decisions now. So informed decision making basically is in assignment C and D. Okay. So what I'm doing there now, I never really planned this, so the idea just coming to mind there one time. Assignment C and D. Okay. Right. So that's where we are, informed decision making. Okay. Now, what would cause someone to collect data in the first place? You have what you call phenomenon. Can anybody give us an idea as to what is the meaning of the term phenomenon? Now, look at that. You may not have a definition in your mind right away. You have access to a library, you have access to a dictionary, just a click of a button. And that's what I expect. I am not testing when I ask you the question. Right now, it's not a test. I am inquiring, I'm probing, and then you can get an answer. So you don't have to answer off your head. So that's why I always say, come to the session prepared, to participate. So you can get a definition one time. You can go and look it up. I can do it right now. You just go. So can anybody share with us what is the definition of, what do you think is the definition of phenomenon? Off your head, or anybody? I'm waiting. Off your head, or you can look it up right now and share it with us. And this is a skill I'm also trying to introduce you all to, try to encourage you all, because associate's degree is just part of the process. You have your bachelor's, your master's, your PhD, and more PhDs, multiple masters, multiple certificates. Of
an
course,
observable fact or event.
An
observable fact or event.
An observable fact or event. And where you took that from? Because you also have to practice.
Webster.
Huh?
Merriam-Webster dictionary.
Merriam-Webster, according to Webster. Okay, so according to Webster, it's an observable fact. And what is a fact or event? What is a fact? A fact or event is something that is happening, isn't that so? Can somebody share with us what is the word fact? So we have a new word there. What is a fact? What is an event? So sometimes we may think we know the definition of a word, but sometimes when you look it up, we see it in a different light. Quickly, anybody, what's a fact? An event. Because as we know, computer programs, Excel, and there are a lot of statistical programs that can do the computation as a click of a button. Okay, so the computation in the real world is not a problem. It's the interpretation, is the understanding of what the numbers represent, what it means. Okay, and we're becoming a very critical area now in the whole process. Decision making, you're going to make a decision, an informed decision. Okay. Anybody? What's a fact? It looks like a trivial word, but rapidly, should I do it? What's a fact? Okay, let's speed up the process. Fact. Definition. So a fact now, a thing that is known or proved to be true. Information used as evidence or as part of a report of a news article, the truth about events as opposed to interpretation, translation, and more definitions. Okay, the origin of Latin, 15th century. The original sense was an act, you know, a fact. So therefore now, an event, let's look for the word event. So I just want to try to drive an idea across. Event, a thing that happens. So that is, you know, something is happening. Okay, somebody said a message on the chat. A thing that is known to prove or prove to be true of false languages. All right, thank you very much. Okay, and then we can also add to this. Okay, let us paste. So the word that caught my attention there, thank you very much. Thanks. The word that caught my attention here now is a thing that happens. Something is happening. You are witnessing something is happening. Okay. Take for example, it's starting with capital C and O. Can anybody complete the example? I'm trying to. Something that is happening. It's a fact. It's an event right now. It's starting with CO. COVID-19. Okay, so COVID-19 is a fact, is an event, it is taking place, it is true. Okay, okay, so here we go again. We can even quote again. It is known or proved to be true. All right, and we're facing the truth right now. It has reached our doorsteps, and you know, and so forth. So therefore, now it is true. You know, it's something that happened in another country and so forth. And you know, but now we see in the reality. So it is true, it is a fact, it is an event that is happening. So now we have questions now, a lot of questions. Yeah, what you call. So can anybody give us a definition as to what is a question? Assignment C is not a very long assignment, and we're going to finish it in due time. All right. But I'm taking this opportunity to start on a solid foundation so that when you move on to the next topic and when you move on to your other courses in your other universities, in your other educational institutions, you can carry with you, you know, a fundamental definition as to what is hypothesis testing. When you hear that word, and you will be hearing that word, you know, you can give some opinion about it. What is a question? Anybody? So I don't think anybody has ever thought, I myself have never thought of defining what is a question. All right, this morning I was thinking and I said, but how can one define a question? A sentence worded or expressed as to elicit information. Okay, so here we go. So if somebody had asked me what is a question before, I might wonder and I might not have a response at the moment. So that's trust me, that's normal. And you have the privilege of click on a button and you go in Google and you get a sentence. It is a sentence. It ends with a question mark. Why? Because it wants to elicit information. Elicit means to, you can go straight to review, straight to thesaurus. You get a synonym of elicit, to provoke information, to cause information, to produce information. So it's a sentence that will produce information. All right. Another conclusion, a conclusion making you believe something. But when you ask a question, it causing, it provoking the seeking of information to produce it, prompting. So these are the synonyms of the word elicit. So that's a question. Now, you have what you call simple questions. I just thought of that because I wanted to compare to that word research question. So there's a very popular word called research question. A simple question, all right, is a sentence. Anybody can define what is a simple question? Is a sentence, a worded or expressed so as to elicit information. Okay, that I think. So that is from me. What I'm adding there, that does not require the use of questionnaires. You can look it up because I want to speed up things a little bit. And what I just said there is out of me. All right, I just made that up there right now. You can compare it to what you might research and see. Okay, so what you see there was not really totally accurate. Okay, I compared with what I researched. So please do that. And when you go to the universities, you're going to see a lot of that, especially when you reach master's, PhD. They want your input now. It's not just depending on what the teacher going to tell me, what the lecturer going to say. What can I contribute also? So start doing that, okay? And trust me, you go along with academically and professional wise. Research question now. What is a research question? So based on what I just said there, can somebody compare? Can somebody please help me to edit research question as compared to simple question? It's a sentence, a worded expression, because they are all questions to elicit information. What about inside there? What can we do?